Alright guys, welcome to your next video. This one's on objective 7.7a. That is slope from a table. So your EQ is how do I find slope from a table? So what we're actually going to talk about today is what a table looks like and how they'd ask you to solve slope or find slope out of your table. So we're going to fill in some x and y values. I need you to fill in these exact values too. So basically these could also be points on a graph as well, right? So your x and your y coordinates. So to find the slope, we're going to do change in y over change in x. So how much did y change over how much x changed after every single time, okay? So we're going to go right here. This is increasing 3 every single time. So it's changing 3. Whereas your x value is changing 1 every single time. So it should be 3 over 1. So when you have 3 over 1, you can just know that this 3 over 1 is just the fraction version of a whole number 3, right? So your equation can start off by y equals 3x, because you know that's your slope. And then so now you have to determine what the y-intercept is. The y-intercept is where x equals 0, right? Because it's got to go through the y-axis. So it's where x would equal 0. So right here you'll see x equals 0 at 9. So this would be y equals 3x plus 9. Okay? So let's just do a quick, maybe one or two more. Let's do another table here. Okay, so we're going to see how much the change in y over the change in x for our slope, right? So that's how you find slope. So how much does y change? Y changes from 3 to 11. So when I talk about change, I'm meaning subtract, right? So from 3 to 11, it changes 8 every single time. Right here, 11 to 19 and 19 to 27. Whereas your x will change 2 every single time. So it's the change in y, which would be 8, over the change in x, which is going to be 2. So you can't leave this one as a fraction. 8 over 2, you don't want to just leave it as that, because then there's going to be some missing points in there too. What I need you to do is to simplify this, okay? So that means divide it out. What is 8 divided by 2? It's 4, right? So we know our slope is 4. So our equation is going to look like y equals 4x, and now again our y-intercept is where x equals 0 on this table. So that's right there. You see the x is 0, so the y is 3.